Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll throw first play with Penix. Complete. Former first-round pick Drake London with the catch. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. From the gun, it's Penix. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. From the gun on 3rd down. Here's Penix. That's complete. He's got it to London. 2nd time they've connected on this drive. And 19 yards out of this one.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball. Give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Throwing again, it's Penix. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. To the outside. Catch made by London. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down. From the gun, here is Penix. That is downfield to the tight end Pitts. And he will score. Kyle Pitts, touchdown Falcons. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing to begin is Love. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Here we go, set.
From the gun, it's Love. He'll take a shot for Watson. He's got it! And he's in! Christian Watson, touchdown, Green Bay. Now the try for an extra point. He's got it. And the Packers come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Here comes a return from the end zone. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. They face 2nd down and 7.
Let's go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Throw over the middle, caught by London. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, ball's on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
They'll throw on 1st down with Penix. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Edgerrin Cooper.
Ready up.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Set. Ready. Go.
They'll start this on the ground with Lloyd. And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing.
On the play. 2nd and 10. At the 40-yard line.
They'll go again with Lloyd. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down.
Let's go now. Take go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. This one is caught by Shepard. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down. Packers set to kick this one away. Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Now Penix to the right. That's Pitts. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make...
Well, covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by their rookie first-round pick.
And these are the types of plays they envisioned when they invested a first-round pick on this defensive back just a few months ago. I mean, he's entered the league, Mike, with a reputation for having almost offensive wide receiver-type ball skills. Those ball skills were certainly on full display that time.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Another run here with Lloyd. And he'll take this up to the 48-yard line. Peyton Wilson that time in on the stop.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
Mike, I don't really even think this is much of a conversation. On the plus side of the 50, I think you've got to keep your offense on the field, stay aggressive, and try to maintain possession. You get field position like this, you want to make sure this drive ends with some sort of points.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Penix. And that is incomplete. But a flag is down back in the backfield. Did they hit the quarterback late? On 1st down, it's Penix. That's caught right side. It's London. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
London brought in motion. They'll run with Robinson. And he's going to get it. First down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 6. First down, touchdown.
On play action, Penix. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. London brought in motion. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Here now, 3rd and 5.
Let's go now. Trap 60. Go street.
Harris, the man in motion. On 3rd down, Penix. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Falcons getting their punter out there. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
At their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Shut up. Shot alert. Shot alert. Ready.
This drive will begin with a run by Lloyd. And a good tackle out wide will hold them to a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Set. Hook.
Love gonna give it to Lloyd. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Peyton Wilson that time in on the stop.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here comes 3rd and 6.
Ready. 70 range. 70 range. Ready.
Here's Love. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. Here's Daniel Whelan now as he is on to punt for Green Bay. Hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here's Penix. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the 1st half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
The ability to generate explosive plays is the greatest correlation with the ability to score points. So every defense nowadays is trying to say, cannot let them throw the ball over our head. But what does that do? Gets you a little bit more depth in your drops. Makes it a little bit easier for some of these check down pickups.
Working his way for a short pickup to the 48. Second down and 8. They'll throw. It's Penix. That's caught left side by Pitts. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go, set.
And a nice defensive play there coming through to make the play in the backfield. Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11. From the gun, it's Penix. Open man downfield, that's London. Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the first half. That one picks up a first down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
Penix going to throw again. Short throw taken by Pitts. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
To throw again, it's Penix. There's that man again, another catch. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection, and it's such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, first and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
Again, it's Penix. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Throwing again, it's Penix. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Harris, the man in motion. On 3rd and goal, it's Penix. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Edgerrin Cooper.
Oh, and in that spot, Mike, that's just painful to see. If the throw's not there, you want him to just get rid of it. Throw it 50 rows into the stands. Give somebody a souvenir. But worst case scenario, you've got to get to 4th down and have a shot at 3 points. But instead, after that pick, you come away with 0.
Here's 1st and 10. Love to throw. He's going to tuck it and go.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Let's go now.
And this time they'll just keep it on the ground. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. That's a nice run, taking it up past the 30-yard line. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Love. That'll be intercepted. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Now the lefty Penix on 1st down. That is caught. What a throw. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, Atlanta. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half. But everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock. And they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Back to throw is Love. Now he'll air one out. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Both teams ready to get back at it. as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30.
Okay, ready? Set.
A give. Here comes Lloyd. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Love. He'll keep this himself. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
Here's a 3rd and 10.
Buffalo 18. Ready?
Throwing is Love. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Now, on the return, he has lost the football.
These are the type of self-inflicted wounds that the coaching staff told us about all week, Mike, and it's been a real point of emphasis. Anyone possessing the ball, whether that's on offense, defense, or in this case, special teams, protect the ball at all costs, and I can promise you they're not going to be happy with this one.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Here we go, set. Ready?
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
On the give, it's Lloyd. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to 3rd down.
Let's go.
Slot receiver, headed right.
Check up.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Love.
Those plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in. You think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards, and sets his team up 1st and goal.
Go.
A run on 1st and goal. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Marshawn Lloyd. Touchdown, Packers. Extra point attempt still to come. His kick is good. And the Packers will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Second and 11. From the gun, here is Penix. And he's downfield to the tight end Pitts. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Give to Robinson from the pistol. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They'll go again with Robinson. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up. They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down. They convert on 3rd and 3 with a gain of 7 yards. Another run here for Robinson. Good running inside the 25. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Falcons. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about, and they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. First and 10.
Here we go.
Receiver in motion, headed left. They run out of the gun, and here's Lloyd. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They drop him in the backfield. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
19 tight. Check go.
Here's Love. Now a shot here, deep middle. That is caught. And he will take this one in. 81 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This taken in at the goal line. Wow, they are hitting now. It's been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. This throw pulled in by Pitts. He gets free. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 76 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. 3 touchdowns for him now in this one. And he's up to 10 on the year. Hopkins now to tack on the extra point. The kick is good. And the Falcons go up by 7. 28-21. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Off the play fake. Here's Love. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Third and 5.
Let's go. Track at 60. Ready?
Now Love. And that is incomplete. Jesse Bates able to come up with the play and knock it away.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Penix. That's caught, right side, it's London. Nice gain on 1st down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? So back and forth they go as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They run over center with Robinson. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Let's go now. Go.
They'll throw on 1st down with Penix. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Packers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back. This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take them down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Love. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
The type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
Back to the sideline and intercepted.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Harris, the man in motion.
Pass to the left. Pass to the left. Warriors, 70. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Hut, hut.
Throwing now, Penix on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Ready? 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 18 Raptor. 18 Raptor. 19 Lion.
Tight end, the motion man to the right. Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. And he gets this to the 40. That's about a yard short of the 1st down. So we'll have 3rd down coming up.
It seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
They send the tight end in motion. On 3rd down, it's Robinson. That's going to be pretty close. Looks like he's got it, and he does. First down.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
Pitts is the man in motion. On first down, right back to Robinson. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
Let's go. Don't go 18.
They bring their tight end right. Play action. It's Penix. Now, deep ball for London. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
An incompletion there isn't ideal by any means, Mike, but I think that's one of those passes where he made sure that ball was either going to end up in his guy's hands or out of bounds.
On third down, Penix. That's complete. He's got it to London. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Here's Penix. That's caught left side by Pitts. And he will score again. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown Atlanta. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here's first and 10.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 70.
To throw is Love. He's going to let this one go deep. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to get it back here just past the 35.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
First and 10 now from the 36.
Let's go now. Alert! Alert!
A gift, and here comes Robinson. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. And they'll run out of the gun. Here comes Robinson. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick 6, but he does set up the offense with 1st and goal.
Well, with this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
Trying to create some space, but will not find much. He'll get a yard. They'll mark it at the 3. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with the lead here in the fourth quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
Big play. 3rd and goal coming up.
Ready? Come 19! Come 19! Dragon 60! Ready?
Here's Love to throw. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. London brought in motion. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Falcons.
Here's Robinson. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.